Welcome! Today, we're diving into a story that speaks to the quiet battles many of us face and the incredible power of a single spark of inspiration. There was a young boy, often found in the quiet corners, his voice a whisper, his gaze often fixed on the floor. School felt like a vast, echoing hall where every glance, every hushed conversation, amplified his own doubts. He carried a heavy cloak of fear, a constant companion that whispered he wasn't good enough, that he'd never truly belong. His confidence was a fragile thing, easily shattered by the slightest challenge. Then, one ordinary afternoon, tucked away in the pages of a forgotten book, he found it. A simple, faded note, penned in a hand he didn't recognize. It read, "I will become someone I am proud of." It wasn't a grand declaration, no earth-shattering prophecy, but for him, it was a revelation. It was a seed of possibility planted in the barren soil of his self-doubt. He held on to those words, letting them echo in his mind. He started small, with a simple commitment he called the 10-second courage rule. When a wave of nervousness washed over him, he'd take a deep breath and force himself to hold on to a brave thought, a confident posture, for just 10 seconds. It felt impossibly long at first, a monumental effort against the tide of his anxiety. He'd feel his heart pound, his palms sweat, but he'd count those seconds, clinging to the idea of becoming someone he could admire. Slowly, almost imperceptibly, things began to shift. Those 10 seconds stretched. The knot in his stomach loosened a little more each day. He started to raise his hand, tentatively at first, then with a growing steadiness. He began to speak, his voice still soft, but carrying a new resonance, a quiet conviction. The fear didn't vanish overnight, but it no longer held him captive. It became a familiar shadow, one he learned to walk alongside, rather than hide from. He discovered that courage wasn't the absence of fear, but the decision to act in spite of it. He learned that the most powerful transformations begin with a single, brave step, and that the person we aspire to be is often just a series of small, courageous choices away. He was no longer just the quiet boy. He was a testament to the enduring strength of the human spirit, a living example of what happens when we dare to believe in ourselves, even when it feels hardest. Thank you for joining us on this journey. We hope this story inspires you to find your own spark of courage. If you enjoyed this, please consider following for more inspiring tales.